Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday here at Highlight Crafts. How exciting! We're going to be taking you through the first hour, and we've got brand new stencils for you, embossing and standard, and we also have for you a brand new download, which can work and double up as a toner download for you, meaning you can foil all your stencils. We're going to have some fun, aren't we?
We are. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
End of the week for you. I'm in tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to, actually. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, got
end of the week for you.
Yes,
Hope
absolutely.
You're going to have a lovely, relaxing weekend.
Yes, it should be nice. And there's lots to look forward to tomorrow as well with the shows.
Yeah.
And we've got a full day lined up for you as well. We've got brand new stencils. After this, we've got new micas. We've got marbling as well.
Marbling, yeah.
Marbling show coming up for you. And then we also have, forgotten already,
Suspresso.
got transfer sale as
Yeah.
well. We've got all sorts coming
Yeah.
up, don't we? Candle making, got that too.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a brand new download for that show, which Dan's done, which looks amazing. So yeah.
It's a good day. Full, jam-packed.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So thank you for joining us. Good morning to each and every one of you. Got, of course, the lovely Corinne with us this morning, demonstrating. Switching positions all the time yesterday, weren't we? We were
and I'm on cameras today as well.
You are on cameras doing all of it. That's it. I know, my goodness.
I'll come and get some really good shots of you with the mica.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes,
Yeah,
very
that's
nice.
the
Yeah,
camera shot, that is.
all the close-ups.
Yeah.
And then we've got our lovely Sean as well on cameras this morning, and then we have got our lovely Emily producing and directing.
Oh, there you saw
There
that
she
hand.
is. There she is.
Lovely hand.
Lovely hand there. From our Emily. So we've got a great team in this
Yes.
morning to get us going. I'm going to stay with you for as long as I can, then I'm going to get set up in that studio, okay, which is very exciting. So for those of you that don't know us, we are Highlight Crafts. We come to you live almost every single day, Monday through till Saturday here in the afternoons, mornings and also evenings, which is great, isn't it? I mean, 7 live hours a day.
I know.
It's fabulous. On a Friday, of course, today, we just don't do the evening show, but we do actually make up for it and come to you live 5 hours tomorrow. And then on Sunday, you can catch us on some repeats and watch us back too, which is brilliant. So, with all of that said and done, should we share with you how to actually shop?
I think we should.
Yeah. So the way that it works is we are live streaming on multiple platforms. I don't know what a platform is. Sounds like a shoe. So we're streaming on all of those, and the ones that we choose to stream on, which are the ones that you seem to enjoy watching us on, is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course our website, Highlight Crafts. Now, if you're going to join us on Facebook or Instagram, there's just a few simple things that you need to do to be able to get involved, but also shop. Now, as you're watching the show, you will see on your screen the details rotating. Okay, the details will show up on your screen. The first one you can see there right now is Shop Emboss. Now, those items and the descriptions will be on display whilst ever we're talking about it, or of course, we are demonstrating it for you, okay? So whilst ever that's on your screen and being displayed, you can quite simply type that into the comments, input it in, and then it will add it to your basket. It's brilliant. So you don't have to go anywhere else. You can watch the show and also shop whilst you're also learning about the product, which is great. Now, along with that, as soon as you type the shop code in, it will add it into your basket. As soon as it is then allocated and added into your basket, you can then click on a link that we'll have sent you via direct message, and that will take you to the Highlight Crafts website.
Absolutely.
Now, when you land at the website, you'll see your basket filled with all of those items that you've been shopping for in that particular show. And then, of course, all you need to do is check out. But please make sure to log into your Highlight Crafts account before you do check out. It's really important that you do so for quite a few reasons, and they all benefit you. Now, a Highlight Crafts Club is free to join. If you're not already part of it, please sign up, and you can sign up on your first initial purchase and take advantage of all of those discounts. You are going to get points with every purchase. They build up in the background far quicker than you could ever imagine. You're also as well going to be able to get free postage when you spend £35 and over, and you will get discounts on every single order and purchase that you place, which is very exciting. Just make sure, of course, once your discount's been taken off, it still is over 35 to get that free postage. You can also join us on the website, watch us and shop there too. You can watch us on the little section that says watch live, and also you can see all the items that are on the show right down the side of your screen, and you can add them to your basket. You can also watch us on YouTube. Lots of you in the comments already. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. Michelle, good morning. Good morning, Sheila, Maureen, Christine, Karen. We've got Linda. We've got Rachel as well. We've got Anne. Lots of you getting involved. It's Friday Fun Day. It is indeed, Rachel. So keep us company. Let us know what you're up to this weekend. What are you going to be doing? Are you crafting? Are you out with the family? Who knows? Maybe taking the tree down. Maybe it's been up for a month.
Oh, yeah.
Did see one up the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. And I saw they had some. Well, the only reason why it caught my attention, there's some lights still around the window, and they kept it up.
Fair enough.
nice little bit of
You do
Christmas
you,
magic.
however you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, should we get started?
Yes, I think we should. Now,
Okay.
stencils. Stencils are such an essential tool in your craft stash. Now, obviously, everything I'm going to show, not everything, I will always put a paper craft bent on it because paper crafting is my thing. So I will probably talk a bit more about paper craft, but they're going to work in mixed media. They're going to work in soft crafts, in your textiles as well. Like I say, I tend naturally to migrate towards papercraft, but please don't think that is all that you can do. So we've got two sets. We've got what I'd call a regular set and an embossing set. Now you don't have to use the embossing set with an embossing machine if you don't want to. It's just, if I show you the two here, this is the regular one, so it's on the regular sort of thickness of mylar on there, but then the embossing one, as you can see it's clearer, it's much thicker. So if you are wanting to use some paste, some of your thick paste, these are going to be really good because they're going to allow you to add that height and everything on there, you know, for your, maybe for your mixed media and things like that.
Absolutely.
Now the designs are the same in both sets. So I've sort of printed, I went through them all yesterday and I've done half on the regular and half on the embossed so that you can see the different designs.
Lovely. Yes.
And they are just so much fun to work with. Now, don't be put off because they're A4. Now, if part of me would look at an A4 stencil years ago and go, oh, I'm not going to use all that. You don't have to use the whole stencil. Use the whole stencil if you're doing a big project. It's entirely up to you. If you're doing a smaller project like your paper crafting, just use a section of it. I think they're really, really useful to have. Right, now, I could show you these.
I mean, these are the star of the day, really, aren't they? I mean, look at the price on your screen. This should be £79.92. These are launching during this show. They're down to $17.99.
So this is
8 A4 stencils.
This is for the regular stencils. This is for what I'd call the normal stencils. You've got 8 sheets at A4 size. You won't find another set of 8 for $17.99.
Should we put some on?
Should I put some on there? Right.
Let's have a little look, shall we? See you, so we can see some of these designs. Look at that. So we did actually launch for you before Christmas a concept where it was stencils with embossing stencils that then had a foiling kit with them, and that's exactly what we've done for you today. But this is the next chapter, the next in the series, and it was so popular when we first launched that. Look at this.
I love this with the hearts.
These are your 8 designs. These are your standard A4 stencils, and for an A4 stencil on its own, you can pay anywhere between £12 to £13 on their own for an A4, and you're getting 8 of them.
Look at that! I love that. That's, I don't know, is it Art Deco Renaissance?
A little bit, yeah.
Isn't it?
All that
lovely.
filigree design on there is gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at that, all of the swirls. You've got that wonderful surface pattern, which you could see you would be able to repeat.
This is one that I know is going to just never leave my desk. Yeah. I love a dots embossing stencil.
Yes.
They're not embossing folders. And dots stencil. It's probably one of my most go-to stencils.
Me too.
I love this. Now, you know, we've obviously, if you didn't put these little bits in here, the middles would fall out. But I just love how it looks. And I'm going to show you how it comes out. Right, so the other ones are exactly the same. Shall I show you what they look like?
Oh yeah, let's do it. So that there is the details for your standard stencils. It's shop stencil, $17.99. And of course, you've used here the stencils themselves, haven't you?
Yes, I have. So these are the stencils. So I've just used 2 different colours of ink. So we call this one Bloom and Whirl.
Look at that.
Beautiful, aren't they? Right, so this next one is that Heart Flourish. So I used the ink and then I just sort of highlighted a couple of the hearts with some texture paste. So you can isolate just little elements if you want to. Just use your masking tape. This one was Floral Burst. I just used my Cadence Hybrid paint, I think.
Look at that.
Does that look like Cadence Hybrid paint to you?
Yeah, it does. It's a solid colour. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Because just remember, these aren't just paper craft. You can be doing your mixed media. Whimsical Whirl.
Oh, wow, I like that.
2 different colours. It's very beautiful. I purposely used 2. So there we go. So I did those with the regular stencils. Now I did these with the embossing stencils. So find some white cord cardstock.
Yes.
Which took us some doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you could print it. I guess you could print a page maybe.
Graceful Whirl is that one. I love that one. So I just put it through on the embossing stencil and then sanded it back. Floral Flourish, I embossed it with there and then inked it so you can actually see the coloured bit is raised, which I think looks lovely. This one, I embossed it and then went over it with a clear embossing pad and then some embossing powder. So I think that looks gorgeous. So each one of these is raised. It's like double raised. Raised once with, you can see, hopefully you can see, look, the deboss. Sometimes looking at the deboss is really helpful because it shows you. And then obviously your ditzy spots, because I love it. Just doing it on mirror card.
Ooh, I like that. Now you're looking here at the details on your screen for those embossing stencils. These should be over £103. They should be £103.92. They are brand new. They're launching in this show. They've never been on a show or the website ever before today. They're £21.99. £21.99.
That's a fantastic price, isn't it?
8 embossing stencils. Again, with that same design in here. This is a much thicker plastic. You
can see, look at that.
It's gorgeous.
It is, isn't it?
The designs are stunning inside here, but it gives you that depth. Now, for an A4 embossing folder, you'd be looking at around £20 plus, wouldn't you?
So this is like the new way to do embossing. It's just fantastic.
It's deeper as well, and you get that shape. It is absolutely stunning. Now you can see here as well, you've got all of the shaping in there. You've got the detail, those beveled edges, but that is going to give you pronounced definition.
It is.
That's what you need with this.
So like I say, use them through your embossing machine, or just use them to get that extra depth with your pastes, your paints, or whatever you want to use.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Shop Emboss for those ones. £21.99 is going to get you them. We have got a slight delayed dispatch on those for you, just to let you know. It is about 7 days delayed dispatch on the stencils. But as soon as they're cut and ready to go, they're going to be shipped straight to you. So just wanted to mention
we make them to order, don't we? So
absolutely.
Just give them time to make them. So yes, it'd be
definitely
perfect.
So Shop Emboss to go for this. £21.99.
I know. That's you could not
stencils.
buy. These are so if I wanted 21 embossing folders in A4, like you say, it would cost a lot more. But then I couldn't do the texture paste with them, and I couldn't do the inks with them, and I couldn't do all those other techniques.
True, yeah.
So think how much you would pay for your 21 embossing folders. Thank you. The word stencil was there, and I couldn't get rid of it. Think of that for your 8 embossing folders, and then more. So you know, it's just fantastic value.
Absolutely. Right, okay. Shop Emboss for that one. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be thinking, oh, those stencils would look nice as SVG files.
They would.
Well, we have those also on the show. Now, I'm sure at some point you will probably see Mel playing with these in one of her scan and cut shows. She has 3 on a Tuesday, so I'm sure she'll sneak them in somewhere for you eventually. Now, this is at a great price. If you want to go for the SVG files, you have got all of those as fabulous cutting files, and you're getting all 8 designs as well. Now, this is Shop SVG. It should be £30.92. It's £14.99.
I mean, you're going to be able to isolate all of these shapes and these images. You're going to be able to manipulate them. You're going to be able to resize them. You're going to be able to do all of those techniques that you would expect with these. It's just phenomenal value.
It is, and of course, as you've seen on some of the shows with Mel, she takes them into Canvas Workspace. She'll manipulate them. She'll sort of deconstruct them in a way. She'll make a stencil out of a design that wasn't even a stencil. She'll make a fretwork pattern out of a stencil design. So she shows you how to do all of that. With the way that we develop and create SVG files, it enables you to still tailor them to different needs and uses. But to go for those, it's only £14.99. Shop SVG for that one. That's a brilliant price. Think about all of these as individual shapes. I mean, you could make more flowers from the petal shapes that are in there. You could make surface pattern. You could make lattice. You could make 12 by 12.
You could use a flourish with a flower.
Yes, you could.
You know what I mean?
You could then paper piece it as well.
Exactly. Oh, yes.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Imagine paper piecing all of this.
Yes.
You could use it with all of your vinyl starter kit. You could use it with your embossing kit as well, with on the vellum that Mel shows you. So you could do all of that with this. Shop SVG £14.99. Okay. I've got a little shout out as well. All right. It's Mrs. H 999's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. H. Oh, I hope you have a wonderful day. Let us know what you're up to for your birthday today, and I hope you have a wonderful one.
And have you got your gift from
here? Yes, have you got your highlight
I hope you put your birthday in.
Yes, absolutely. Because I put it in the day I signed up. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's quite a good birthday because it's the 6th of the 2nd today. It's the year 2026. And she's 62.
Wow.
All the 6 and 2s.
There you go, all the 6 and 2 as well. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I hope you have a wonderful day and you're spoilt. Okay. Right, So, shall we have a look at some of the bits and bobs
think
we've
we
got on the show? What do you want to do? Should we fly through it all and then go to demo?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah?
'Cause,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I've got so much to do. I could do
Ooh.
hours and hours with stencils.
I mean,
couldn't
yeah,
you?
absolutely. Now, this is a great tool. Now, you can use this for a wide variety of uses, but it actually has a silicone blade inside there which slides out for you.
Okay.
So you can actually remove this and take it out if you wanted to for cleaning, which makes it much easier, and you do get an additional 2 inside there. So you get 3 blades in total. You get the scraper. Now, this is $7.99. It's great for going over those whole stencils.
Yes.
Go
So
over
if you want even layering, that would be brilliant.
I mean, for screen, you can put a bit of Vaseline on that, which might make it slide in a little bit easier for you. There we go.
I did think you were very brave taking that out.
There we go. And then your paste. You could use it for
that
screen
goes over.
printing.
Yeah.
Silk
Tomorrow.
screens.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
We might have some silk screens tomorrow. Stephanie and I are going to be demonstrating those.
Definitely. I like the really soft grip handle. I mean, you
Yes.
could also use it for your car as well,
Of course you
couldn't
could. Your windows
nothing
in the
stopping
shower.
you. Yeah, windows in the shower.
Windows and the shower.
You got windows in your shower? That's weird.
Bathroom window.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't live in a cave in the side of a hill.
So shop tool, $7.99 for that one. Right, okie dokie. Let's go through a few more items that we've got on the show for you. We have got your MDF panels. Now, we've shared these with you a few times, and we don't recommend them to cushion on your laser. But this is what you're going to be doing your mixed media panels and your boards with. So whether you're going to be layering up your stencils, your pastes, they're going to take all the weight, aren't they?
Can you imagine putting some rice... I'd paint it,
Yeah.
some rice paper, and then using a couple of the stencils.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, to create absolutely gorgeous projects. Ooh.
Definitely. Oh, canvases. They've
They're
gone.
gone.
The canvases have gone. Got a bit more space now.
Yep.
Right. A3, 12 by 12 and A4 MDF panels. These are being brought right down in price to $14.99 for you today. If you want to do your mixed media project, rice paper, layering, all of that, they'll fit inside standard photo frames as well.
I was about to say, you could do this and then put them in frames, couldn't you?
You absolutely could. Or they'll withstand their own weight being outside of a frame. So
Yeah.
you've got all of that there for you. Those is Shop MDF. Black cardstock.
$14.99, that's
I
an
know.
amazing price. Right, with your embossing stencils, on your regular stencil, all your stencils, how brilliant is this? You're going to be able to put your inks on there, all your pastes on there. They're going to look brilliant. And it's thick enough. What it says it's 220.
220
Cut it down to...
Feels a bit heavier than
It
that.
does, doesn't it? Cut it down to your A4 and then emboss it. It will stand the emboss.
It absolutely will. Don't know why I'm flicking through it. It's all the same colour. But you just do it, don't you?
Prove it. And it's
Just do
black
it.
core as well.
Yes, it is, which is more important about that. So, of course, it's not going to blunt your blade on your scanner cut, etc. So, shop 20 for that one. Oh, down to $12.99. That's a great shout for that one for 20 sheets. I mean, in some places, it's like £1 a sheet for a 12 by 12 black card. And you would soon discover that on the high street. So, get it whilst it's at a great price. And if you're adding it to your basket with your stencils, take advantage of free postage.
Exactly.
So we've got some A4 canvas boards for you. They're all pre-gessoed and primed. Now this here for you is a pack of 6. You're going to get 6 A4 creative canvases here. Again, if you want to go straight onto here with your stencil work, it's a great way to start.
Again, I'd be thinking possibly with rice papers, just not necessarily a whole sheet of rice papers, bits of rice papers, elements, and then blending that in, going over the edges of those rice papers with your stencils. You can use your regular stencils as well as your embossing stencils on those.
You can do. So shop panel for this one at £12.99.
Just over £2 a panel. It's really good.
I remember in college when I used to buy canvases, there were more than that.
Yeah.
Absolutely more than that. And I know you'd usually get a couple at a time because of it. Right, Karen, would you like to get ready now? Quickly
I will,
recap.
and then you need to go and get yourself ready for 9 a.m.
I do indeed. Got some marbling coming up for you, which I'm very excited about. So, just to give you a gentle recap, the stencils that are launching in this hour for you that are on a sensational deal, we have got for you the standard cut stencils here available, 8 designs in total. They should be full price if you were to get them all, £79.92. Let's call it £80, right? You are paying nowhere near that today. You are getting them all for £17.99. This is ridiculous. Stencil work is something that's timeless. It's something that you can get out and use for just a quick little blend through on a card. You might be just adding a little bit on a mixed media project. It could be that scrapbook page is lacking some texture, a little bit of colour, a little bit of blending, but you're not quite sure what to use. A stencil never fails. This one for you is Shop Stencil £17.99, all A4. There is a delayed dispatch on there as well that we have mentioned. It's about 7 days. Okay. Now, as well, we do have the embossing stencils for you. These are a much thicker medium. Now, you can see here the thickness of that medium. Now, the way that this works, of course, Corin's going to share it with you, but it sits heavier within your Pro Cut, meaning the pressure will push the card through the stencil, giving you a perfectly embossed finish. It does look gorgeous, and of course you can then foil them, and you can see you've got that foiling just there as well. And I'm going to quickly after this show you the toner kit, because we do have that out as well. If you want to go for these, it is Shop Emboss. It's £21.99 for all 8 embossing stencils. That's crazy. I don't even think you could buy the surface area of the material for that price, let alone the detailed artwork cut within it that's been done here in-house at Highlight Crafts. Shop Emboss, £21.99 to go for those. Really busy on the embossing stencils. Now, the download itself is right here for you. Now, we have it on the show. It's shop foiling. If you've gone for your embossing stencils, you absolutely need to go for this. If you've got a laser printer at home, toner printer, this download will enable you to print out the design on your laser, and then of course you run it through your foiling machine, give it that wonderful foiled finish because the foils will stick to the toner, and then you put your embossing stencil over the top, which will then give you an embossed foiled finish. Bless you, Sean. An embossed foiled finish. Look at that. Isn't it stunning? So this download has all of the patterns, positive and negative. So you've got them in A5 as well as A4 for the stencils, or you might just want to do a little foiled card as well. This comes to you for £6.99. Works perfectly with the stencils on this show, but it can be used independently. If you're watching and you've purchased a laser printer from us here, or you've got a laser printer anyway, and you're thinking, well, actually, I do want some more foiling designs. You're not going for the stencils today, you just want something new. For £6.99, you could get yourself a brand new foiling kit. £6.99. All designs in there, A5 and A4, for you to play with and get foiling.
I love that you get the positive and the negative.
Yeah, because then there's no waste.
No.
So when you actually have a design and you've taken the foil from the positive and then you're going to use the negative, it eats up all of that waste.
Yeah.
And you have a design regardless of which way you want to craft with it. And if you can emboss it, it means you get an embossed relief on the deboss and the emboss. So it's a win-win with this situation, and I love the concept. We've only done it once. This is the second instalment, chapter 2 if you like. So to go for that, it's shop foiling. It's £6.99. Right, Corinne?
Okay.
How are we doing?
I think we're doing really well. Okay, so what am I going to do? We're going to have a really good play with these, and then we're going to do. So I just quickly said today, David, have you got some rice papers? And he threw me a packet of rice papers. So I found
Launched
one.
them.
Launched them. So I've no idea what it was. It was just one that was in the cupboard, and I've just taken an element out of there and I've popped it onto some cards. So this has been done very quickly this morning. So the first thing I would be doing is I've just found 2 inks. We've got 2 different inks here, and I would just be maybe coming around the edges, just adding those details on there, just to blend it in first. That's the first step I would do onto here, just like that. Right, so I've put that on there. Then I'm going to get my first stencil and I'm just going to go over it. Like I said to you, the spots is definitely one that's going to go. You have to go get yourself ready. Right, okay, right, you've got me now. Okay, there we are, let's put that on there. So first of all, I go with my spots and then I would just pop it at an angle. Now the great thing is, because this is A4, I know it's going to fit wherever I want it to. I don't have to worry about, you know, is it going to fit, and then line it back up. Hopefully you can see that detail coming there. I know it's on a pattern paper, but it's going to pop in a minute. Then I'd come in with my second one. Now I tend to, each one of them is going to have the little detail down at the bottom. I tend to put that in the bottom left hand corner, and I try to remember to do that so that then if I've added stencil spray and everything already to it, I know which side the stencil spray is on. Now, I think my brush might be a little bit mucky. It's not coming through as purple. I thought I washed all these. Oh, it is coming through as bit as purple. So I can pop this onto here. So this is quite a subtle look at the moment. So we can just add on. So it's, you know, take your papers and make them even better. I love this. I put this through. That's an embossing stencil. That's possibly why I'm struggling to get that through. Never mind, I was going to do something else with that one. Right, so once I've done that, I do want an embossing stencil. Let me find one. I was going to do. So I've added my extra colour around there. Sorry. And then I'm going to get my embossing stencil. Because like I say, you don't have to be working with the full A4 if you don't want to. And then I've got the Capella paste. Now, I know a lot of you will have bought that this week. So yes, if you bought it, this is just another way to use it. I love that thought. So all I'm going to do, I've got my number down in the bottom left, just because that's how I do it. As you notice, I've not put any stencil spray on the back of here. And then I will just pick out random elements. You don't have to pick out the whole bit. You can just be picking out little bits. Now I'm doing this through the embossing stencil. It'll also go through a regular stencil, but I want that height. I want that extra depth to what I've got. What I would possibly do then is once it's dry, I would then consider adding some more inks to it and putting that onto there. So it's entirely up to you whether you did this, like I say, with a regular stencil or an embossing stencil. I'm just holding it tight and I'm just getting random little bits. So I'm going to lift that off. Oh, wow, look at that. So look at all the texture, and I'm trying to find somewhere to put that, all the texture and dimension. So we've got the inks around the edges, we've got the embossing paste around the edges. That is going to look absolutely gorgeous on my papercraft project. Now, everything that I've done there, you could be doing on one of those MDF panels if you wanted to. No, just get a cloth. You could be doing it on one of those MDF panels. You could be doing it on your clear board, your white boards. Canvases, that's the word I was looking for. Canvases, you could be doing that on the canvases because we've not put it anywhere near our embossing machine, so you don't need to. So I'm just going to put that to one side. If it dries, we might add a little bit more to it. Let me just get this off here. I have got some water, but I was thinking if I pop it in the water, I can't use it again on this show, can I? So we can pop that. Right, so that's how I would ink. Like I showed you, like the, I do need a little bit of water on there. Like the A4 sheets that I showed you right at the beginning. If you want to do full A4 sheets, then go for it. And the great thing is, look how easy they clean up. So easy. And then you're ready to go again. There we are. Right, I'm going to pop that to one side. I can finish clearing them up afterwards. All right, so the next thing I want to do, show you how easy they are to emboss. I'm not going to use that one because it's wet. Let's go, let's do this one. I love this one with the hearts. So I need a piece of cardstock. Right, should we just do it regular? Oh, let's do it onto some white. Oh, I know, I brought in some gold. Where's my gold gone? I had it down here. I have brought so much stuff in with me. Here it is, I think. Oh, there's my gold. Is that my gold? Oh, pick it up. There. We're going to do it on gold. There we are. Right, got it. So all you need to do is pop that onto there. Then I'm going to grab a bit of tape. Now, one thing you need to remember is you're going to put this into a die cutting embossing machine, and it's going to add a lot of pressure. So it's going to add pressure down the panel. So all I'm going to do is put a little bit of tape on the top. So I just fold it over like that. Then we're going to get our plates. I think I've got every plate under the sun here. So I'm going to take a 3mm plate, and I'm going to find my rubber embossing shim, and then I'm going to get my 5mm plate. Now, I am going to show you a trick, if we get to it, where you can emboss with 2 3mm plates, where we can do partial emboss. So 3mm plate, rubber embossing mat, cardstock. Remember to have the tape at the top, because what it's going to do is it's going to put pressure on this way. If I put my tape at the bottom, this is not going to be able to stretch, because you're going to put, you're going to block it up. So I've still got my normal plate combination, and I'm just going to pop it through there. I've got every machine going. I've got a foiling machine, I've got a heat gun, I've got a foiling pen, I've got my die cutting machine. I don't think I've ever done a show with so many things on my desk. Don't worry about this extra little bit of mat coming out. That's perfectly normal. That's the pressure of your die cutting machine, and the mat will just recover. So we can take this on here. I'm going to lift this up and yeah, your tape might stick on the back, but that's why I put it onto the back. Look at that. Wow. How much would you pay for a sheet of embossed foiled cardstock? Absolutely fantastic. And I just want to show you, you also have a deboss. You've always got a deboss. Now, sometimes a deboss is as much of a use as an emboss. Now, if I'd have done that on white cardstock, I could have inked that first, then put it onto my card, and then my deboss would have been coloured. So that's another good one. There are so many techniques that you can be doing. So what did I think I would do? Okay, I know what I was going to do. I was going to show you how you don't have to use all of the stencil. So what I'm going to do, get rid of my plates. Did you get the all of the foundation dies yesterday? All of our essentials. I'm just using a regular circle, and I've cut a mask out, and I'm going to lay that over my card. Again, this doesn't have to be A4 if you don't want it to be. And I'm just going to get one of my stencils. Now, you might find it easier if you did it on two different colours so that you could see your mask, but I can roughly see where my mask is. I'm just going to tap it together. Now, if you wanted to, if you like a particular bit of a stencil, then you could move it down and just use the bit of the stencil that you wanted to use. You don't have to use it all. So I'm going to go back to the one I had. So pop that onto there, and I'm going to get some inks. I'm going to go blue this time. Let's just, this is why my brushes come out with funny colours, because I just keep using the same brush over and over again. Okay, so I'm going to pop this onto here, and then I'm going to pop that on here, and I'm just going to ink. Now, I know roughly where my mask is sitting, so I'm just going over and beyond. And what you can remember is the ink doesn't, just something like this, a normal distress ink won't stick to the stencil. So bring it in, drag that ink in. You can use every last bit of ink. It's so cost effective. So I can see I've covered everything that I wanted to. I could be doing two colours. I could, let me see if I've got a nice, oh, I've got a turquoise there. So let's grab a bit of turquoise and go, ooh, I like that. That's enough of that, I think. Let's get the blue back, and then we can blend the blue round. Right, okay, so all I've done, so this was just regular copier paper. I don't think I actually said that. So what you can see now, look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? So even though it's an A4 stencil, I don't have to use it all. And another way you could be doing this, have I put the right lids on? Yes, I think I have. Use the same stencil, use the same mask, let's use the same stencil. And then I could use one of my sprays. This is the Cadence Mixed Media Shimmer Spray, and I think I've still got it in my nails from last night. We could put some ink on first if you wanted to. Let's just put a little bit of ink, because I think it adds a little bit of depth and dimension. Just add in, I'm just going to show you, just, you can see, I've only added a little bit, just the tiniest bit of ink. And then I'm just going to get my spray, and I'm just going to try and keep my fingers out of the way. Oh, I think that's quite nice actually, quite a light mist. And then we can lift that up. I just want to lift up one element at a time. There we go. And then we can lift off our mask. So that is it with shimmer sprays. Doesn't that look lovely through the mask? And that is with it, just with inks. So don't be put off by the large stencils. They really are so much fun to work with, and they come clean. I do have some water down here if I need it. So there we go. Right, which one should we do next? I think we should have a go with the foiling pen, because that is really good fun. What colour do I? Shall I do it on black? Oops, there we go. Let's do it on black. I'm going to do it on a smaller piece because it would take far, far too long to do a big one. Now I did it with this one yesterday and it looked beautiful. Okay, so I've got my foils. Let's get a bit of foil. I only need it. Somebody's been at this foil. It looks like the mice have had it. Oops, a daisy. Let's just get a bit there. Now, Mel has hopefully taught me well. She's taught me how to do these. So what I'm going to do, put that bit back. I've got my Cadence spray. I had it here. It was definitely here. Ah, I knew I had. There we go. I brought so much in with me. Right, what I'm going to do is I have got a bin here and I'm going to just hover my stencil over here. Now, I'm doing this with a regular stencil. Have I got the regular? Yes, I have. I'm doing it with a regular stencil for the simple reason that I want to know that I can get my pen in really deep. So what, I'm just going to let that go a bit tacky. I'm going to use that little bit of waste on there. And I'm just going to turn that over. Now this is the bit I didn't know whether I needed to tape this down, but I'm going to just put a little bit of tape on the back. I don't think you need to, but I'm just going to do that. But what I've done then is you've seen, so that's going to go, that's over my card. It's not stuck down because it's foiling, but this is now sticky. So when I lay this down and put it onto here, that's about as straight as I don't know what. When I lift it up, can you see the foil comes with it? And because I've attached my foil to my card, if I do lift it up, when I go back down, I know it's going to be in the same place. So I've got my foiling pen, if I can get through all the wires. And I'm just going to come around here. So sorry about the funny angle. And my pen's on green. And I'm just, oh, well done, Sean, thank you. I'm just going to highlight some areas. And again, I probably wouldn't do the whole of the stencil. I would just pick out the bits that I want to do. I haven't found any bits of the stencils that are too fine yet. Even these small ones, look, are going to foil up. And you can actually work quite swiftly. I'm wondering if I pull my pen too far, the whole of the extension cable is going to go. I'm just going to move this up a little bit. There we go. Now, the other good thing is when you have, where you have foiled, you can see. So if I show you, if you look at that teardrop, should we call it, it's smooth. As soon as I've gone round like that, can you see it puckers around the edge? That means it's foiled. And the great thing is, once you've gone round, I could then, if I wanted to add more detail, you can almost tangle through these, can't you? And just add in extra detail. Wow, that's nice and close. Thank you, Sean. I'm trying to get all the tips and tricks because I'm on cameras at 10. So I've only done one before. Let me do one more and then we will reveal. I wanted to do enough so that you could see. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that little middle one. Let's do that one there and there. So make sure you're using the foils appropriate for your foiling pen. Right, I don't know how much I've done of this. So I'm going to lift that up and that's not come through. Why has that not come through? My pen is hot. Right, I've just put that back on. I wonder if I had it on too long. Give me 1 minute. We're not going to be foiled by that. I've got time. I'm going to do that again. I think, even though it was on green, my pen had switched off, but we're not going to be fazed by that. Okay, we'll do something else. We're going to heat emboss. So what I'm going to do first, we're not going to be fazed by that. That is not a problem. Right, we're going to heat emboss. So I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to emboss my stencil. Now, I could just go through here with a clear ink pad. Now, I'm not going to heat emboss the whole thing because it takes a few minutes, but I will heat emboss it all. Again, you could pick a smaller piece of card to go through. It's entirely up to you. that on there. The pen is still on red. I think it must have gone to sleep because I've had it on for so long. Right, still my 3, my embossing mat and my 5, and let's pop that through. Like I say, you don't need to emboss this if you don't want to. You can go straight through. So I'm going to find silver. Oh, thank you, Sean. It's like I've got magic hands here as well. It's catching it for me. And again, like I said, don't worry about seeing extra mat come out. It's just how embossing mats work. Thank you so much. Oh, that's handy to have Sean sat there like that. Come on, it's static. So there we go. That's on. Oh, that's clicked back into place. Lovely. So I'm going to take it off here, and I'm going to get a little piece of foam. Now you can just go in with your embossing pad, and what I tend to do is I will often do this as the first sweep, just to cover the largest surface area. I'm just going to do that bit here. If you think any bits have been missed, then just go in with a bit of sponge and then just make sure you've got into all the little areas. But you can, even those little dots have been embossed. So I'm just making sure, it's more of a dabbing, don't drag, because you don't want to drag it back off. You just want to add extra ink where you might need it. This is why I'm not going to do the whole thing, because it takes me a minute or two. There we go, right. There we are. And I'm going to lift that up. Now, hopefully, let's get that out of the way. Hopefully, can you see it's shiny? Oh, you can see that, lovely. It's shiny. That's my embossing pad. And then I'm just going to pop that over here. Let's see, wherever it's shiny. Like I say, you don't have to emboss the whole sheet if you don't want to. You can do a smaller piece. Look at that. That really shows it up, doesn't it? Why don't I bring that there? Put that there. And then we can heat that. Just give your heat gun a minute. I don't put my hand under my heat gun to check. I always check it on my mat. That feels nice and warm. Right, shall we watch this? You can chase this. It looks fantastic. Keep it moving. You don't want to scorch your embossing powder. Can you see that travelling? Once it gets hot, it really moves. There we go. The hotter your heat gun, the faster it'll turn. Can you see that turning? Now it might be the project that you want the whole thing embossed, you know, a whole A4 sheet embossed, but just heat emboss a strip. It's going to look fantastic, depending on what your project is. There we go. Now don't forget these stencils, I hope you can hear me, are going to be fantastic for your fabric projects as well. They're not just for paper craft. You could, like we said, we've already said, you can do your canvases with them, you can do your MDF with them, you can do your fabrics. They are pliable, so you can emboss, you know, put your texture paste on things that are round. I think that should do. I think that should do. There we go. Look at that. Now, it's really obvious, but I do always say it when I'm talking about it. If you think you might want to cut a shape out with a die, always cut the shape out before you emboss. If I went now with a circle, square, whatever shape, and die cut that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten that emboss. And I might chip some of the enamel that I've created. So think through to the next step and think, oh yeah, I want a circle, I want a hexagon, I want a star. Always die cut first, then emboss, and then heat emboss. Do it in that order. It's a bit like BODMAS with your maths. There is an order to which you should do things, and die cutting should always be done first. Right, I am not going to be beaten. I'm going to try this again. Even though it puckered up, it hadn't done it. I've now got a green light again, but I'm not going to touch the end to check. I don't know why that went off. I'm quite new to the foiling pen, but I'm loving it. It's so good. Again, I could be foiling onto multiple surfaces. I don't just have to be doing it on paper. I'm just showing it you on paper for speed and ease, but you're going to be able to add those highlights to your projects. You can add your highlights to those projects, whether they're on mixed media, home decor, anything that can take the heat, you can be foiling onto. All right, I'm just going to do these bits, so I might not have done as much as I did before. There we go, come on, let's see where we are. And then we'll go through all of the designs again, because I think you need to see how beautiful these designs are. Like I say, I did lots of graffiti type tangling on that one. Let's go through there. Let's just do a small one so that you can see it does work on the small one. The pen does feel warmer, so perhaps that was just me. Perhaps that was user error. Oops, let's not have it pointed upside down. And then, no. Is it my foil? I was given that box. Like I said, I'm not going to be beaten. We're going to find the right foil. I've been told these are the right foils, so I'm going to try another one. I'm going to try one more. Let's try this gold one. Okay. Okay, clever clogs. Ooh! Now it won't work because I've just unplugged it. Sorry, Sean's going to find me my plugs. Thank you. As I said, I've got a lot of plugs. Nothing's going to work now. Oh, God. This is what my craft desk looks like at home.
Push that plug in a bit more.
Oh, thank you. Good spot. Good spot. Right. Let's turn it back on. Let's give it a minute. Oh, you couldn't make it up, could you? You couldn't make it up. But these are the thoughts. Yep, we found the answer. Somebody has tried to foil me. They've given me the wrong foils. I have been sabotaged. I've been foiled. Sabotage. Right, I'm going to try again. I'm going to put that over there. I am so sorry about this. We've got a couple of minutes and then I will show you all the designs. Which side was sticky? That side. So it's going to hold my foil down tight. And that's just warming back up. How quickly does that cool down? Right, let's put that back over there. That's going to hold it nice and tight. Come on, warm up. Come on, it was only unplugged for seconds. Let's see, let's just see what that's doing. Yes, that's foiling. Right, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Let's just do this. I'm so sorry, I've not been reading your comments or anything. I've been too busy. I wanted to show you lots of techniques and I've got a list here down at the side of me and I've hardly got through it. I'm going to have to ask Stephanie for another show because I've still got lots more techniques to show you because these are just so versatile. Like I say, you could be doing this through your embossing stencils if you wanted to. I'm doing it through the regular stencils because I like that it's not too deep. It means I can really get into all the corners with the nib because I believe this is the medium nib on the foiling pen. I believe. I'm taking other people's word for that. I will get a bit more familiar with them. Right, I've done a nice little bunch there. Please, please be working. And then we're going to lift that up. Oh, there we go. Wow. Just shows, if you use the right equipment, how perfect is that? And as I said before, if you wanted to, you could be adding your own designs within there. I don't know if I've lined that up properly because I've just rushed. Yes, I have. There you go. You could be adding your own, can you see, tangling type designs within there. So it's really, really good. Okay, I'm just going to pop up to the counter so I can show you all of the designs again. And I can just see if any of you, if you asked any questions. Oh, apparently same happened to Mel earlier in the week. There we go. If it happened to Mel, I'm not worrying then. There we go. All right. So I just think you're all just saying happy birthday to Mrs. H999. There we are. Oh, and she said, what a good use for the Capella bundle, paste bundle from last week. Exactly. Right, none of you have asked any more questions, so that's good. Let's have a look. Now, remember, these are the designs, whether you're getting them in regular stencils or embossing stencils. So we've got Whimsical Whirl. So Shop Stencil for £17.99 is going to get you 8 A4 regular stencils. So you wouldn't emboss with these because they're not got enough depth to them. Whimsical Whirl, Floral Burst, Heart Flourish. Don't know why I'm telling you the names because they're not on them. Bloom and Whirl. You're also going to get Ditzy Spots in the regular stencils. You're going to get Ditzy Florals. You're going to get Floral Flowers. Oops. And you're also going to get Graceful Whirl. Now, if you want them as embossing folders, so they're embossing stencils, so they're in that slightly thicker material, you're going to get exactly the same designs. So even though I've used the regular ones here, you're going to get that. Now that is Shop Emboss, £21.99. Yes, we could have brought you an embossing folder, and I bet you'd have got this one for maybe around £20, £19.99 if we were feeling generous. But you wouldn't be able to foil with it. You wouldn't be able to use your pastes with it. You wouldn't be able to pop fabric in it in the same way. There's so much more that you can do by using stencils. I always say, and I say it on my YouTube videos, embossing stencils are so underrated. They are our forgotten tool in our craft room. Whether you're a paper crafter, whether you're a home decor, whether you're a mixed media person, whichever way you do, stencils get underrated. People don't give them enough credence, I don't think, or enough value within our crafty stash. So in Shop Emboss is going to get you the embossing stencils in those 8 designs, and Shop Stencil is going to get you the regular stencils as well. Now, we also mentioned that we've got the download for these. Now, can I just point out, so if I show you, so this one is, does that look right? I think it is. Is it, or is it? No. Yes, that one. It is that one. Yeah. So what you want to do is to line it up again. Put the little code in the bottom left-hand corner, and then make sure you've got the cut paper the right way round. There we go. Right. I'm going to tip that, and then it will line up. Can you see how perfectly has that lined up? Now you just need to remember to print these out at 100%. Sean's nodding at me. Just the same as you would your reflections. Now what you want to be doing is foiling first. Remember, we embossed last. You foil first so that your foil will stick to your toner. So it's got to be a laser printer. So you put your foil on first, and then you match it up with your stencil, and it won't do any damage at all to your foiling. I'm not lining that up very well. There you are. You can see then that will emboss, and then you get, well actually, oh no, it's a different one. You're going to get that effect. So you can see how it raises up the foiling. Now what we're also going to give you, and I don't know if I can quickly find it, is you're going to get the negative of that, and I can't find that. So it's probably, we're printing them out very quickly this morning. So you're going to get it as, instead of white and black, you're going to get it as black and white. So that means that once you take your foil off doing this, the foil will line up perfectly with the black and white one, so that you can, where it's currently white, you can then foil, and then what you're doing is you're embossing the raised white areas. Now, I said, why have we got these ones? These are your A5s. So what we've done is we've taken the A4 design and we've put 2 onto the sheet. These won't line up with your embossing stencils, but they are there for you just to foil. So that's us being super generous. So you're going to get black, white and black, black and white, A5 in all 8 of the designs, and that is shop foiling for £6.99. So you're not even paying £1 per design for the 3 elements to it: white and black, black and white, and also A5. There we go. Lots of lovely support. Thank you so much. And I need to go because I believe Mel and David are in the next room doing marbling. I was going to say paintballing, but it wasn't. So please pop through and join them through there. And I'll be on cameras at 10, but I'll be back later on this side of the camera. So until then, see you later.